Hi guys, welcome to Nora Christine Live. It's your girl Nora Christine. We are doing a weekly reality recap with Big Brother and Real Housewives of Miami and Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm your girl Nora Christine. So buckle up. We got some previews coming for the night. We got some surprise things. So we're gonna start with breaking down Real Housewives of Orange Real Housewives of Miami. So this week on the episode, Stephanie was acting like she owned everybody, like she owned her jet. Okay. Stephanie has a private jet. She's uber rich. I keep telling you guys how uber rich she is. She's so rich that she had this private jet that they flew all the way to Spain. So they were going from Spain to Marabella, which is they were going from one part of Spain to Marabella, and they were going there because from Sevilla. Sevilla is like a classic, like beautiful town. Marabella is more like a beach scene, and they were going there because basically when they were going there, they were going there to support Julia because Julia wants to ask these men that she's friends with. They're a couple. They own a big mansion. They're uber rich in Marabella. So they were going there so she could ask them to be the godfather for the little boys that she's adopted. So anyways, Stephanie offered for everybody to go in her jet. However, she had like all these rules and stipulations. And let's watch this first clip where she's like talking about jet etiquette and all that. It was like a little bit much. So we'll get to that. If you guys are watching, please hit the like button. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm a smaller channel. I'm on YouTube as well. If you want to, Julia and pretty much Marisol and Alexia opted to skip out because they had concerns that if she's acting like this, what are they going to do if they get stuck there? It's like, I think like a 30-minute jet ride, but it's like hours away from where they're at. They didn't want to be stuck there. And I don't blame them. I don't think I'd want to be stuck there either. Stephanie then accuses them of manipulation, calling their decision dishonest and passive aggressive. Okay. But again, I don't blame her. We saw that Kiki and what's her name? Adriana made up because Adriana said it was a slip of the lip. She didn't say the word ratchet. She then said she used the word wretched. Hey, shout out to her. I know what I heard. You know what you heard. I heard ratchet. She said, Kiki, you're being ratchet. But she can play it off and say it was an accent, that it was wretched. I mean, I don't know. She's like playing it off. She's like jumping around here. I'm just like, girl, you are backtracking, but it's okay. They made up. The apology lands awkwardly, especially considering Adriana's precise demeanor. I mean, every other time she speaks, we get what she's saying. Okay. So let me play the clip of Adriana and Kiki talking it out. Hey, you like it. I love it. I just want them to get along. Adriana is actually my favorite friend of the show, like out of all the series. She's just so fun. She really makes the show. So yeah, I mean, pretty much from what we see, they made up. I'm so glad Kiki and her made up. Shout out to everybody watching on TikTok and X. If you're watching on X, I see a bunch of you guys are on X. Please go over to my YouTube, link in bio. You guys can be a part of the conversation. But nevertheless, I just played a clip showing that Adriana and Kiki made up. However, while they're making up, Stephanie and Alexia were melting down. Okay. It was a lot of passion. Okay. It's a lot. I don't see, it was pretty much a fight between Stephanie. One side was Stephanie and Larsa Pippins. And then the other side, somehow Lisa inserted herself. And it was Lisa and, Alexia. So pretty much what I'm gathering is they got a lot of beef. Okay, guys. They got stuff that goes back deep. I'm not mad at them. I understand. I do think that Larsa inserted herself when she didn't need to. Because, man, somebody wrote on X and they said it right. They said, oh, thank you for the heart, Heaven. They said that they understand why the Kardashians kept her around so long because she rides hard. And I don't think that's wrong. I agree that that's not wrong, that the Kardashians did go hard, that she does go hard. Let me play the argument. Stephanie and Alexa argument. Alexa flamenco dresses. Let's see. I don't think they have the clips on here. Let's see if they, I'm trying to find the clip for y'all because I don't see it on X. They are just going hard this season arguing. Boy, I mean, it's like a knockout, drag out fight. It's like they brought Stephanie in to argue with Alexa. Let me see if I can find it on X. Guys, if you're watching, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching on X. I appreciate your support. Thank you to everybody watching on TikTok. We are in arguments. Real Housewives. Let's see, guys. And you know, they did a very nice thing. They honored Stephanie, but she's like really hard to please, boy. They went all out. They gave her this flamenco party, and she still was upset. It's like, golly, Stephanie, what more do you want? She's like difficult to please. But the fight that they had was ridiculous. I can't find it anywhere. It's my bad, y'all. But just have to trust me. It was a pretty bad knockout, drag out fight. And pretty much right at the end of the show, there was a funeral. So it was kind of like symbolism because it's like, should we really be arguing? Life is short. So yeah, this episode I think centered less on defining who was right or wrong, and it more focused on how conflicts being handled. Stephanie's use of, like, she basically weaponized her private jet as a symbol of power and status to control everyone. But Marisol and Alexa skipping out was their way of saying, hold up. I'm top dog. You're not top dog. You're not going to play me. Okay. I just think it was very interesting. Everybody online was like, man, I understand why. After watching that episode, they were like, I understand why Stephanie's sisters are not talking to her because she is so controlling. But after watching the episode, I could say I can understand why Todd's divorcing Alexa because she does not back down from a fight. She does not back down at all from a fight. She doesn't admit when she's wrong. She overtalks. I mean, it was a knockout, drag out fight, y'all. It was a pretty bad fight. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to play the latest episode, guys, the preview for this week. Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you so much, Heaven, for all the likes and the love. For those of you watching on TikTok, link in bio if you want to follow along on the YouTube. I'm going to be playing another clip now. It is a preview clip for the next episode. So let's get the likes up, guys, here on X. Here we go. Let me play the clip. So yeah, guys, as you guys can see, they are definitely starting the beef up. They are definitely bringing the heat, guys. Real Housewives of Miami is where it's at. I think they just filmed the preview. I can't wait to see what happens in the they just filmed the reunion. I can't wait to see what happens in the reunion. Guys, what are you guys most looking forward to? Where do we think everyone's going to be sitting? Nevertheless, we're going to switch gears to Real Housewives of Orange County because let me tell you, Real Housewives of Orange County is where it's at this season. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It started really slow this season. Last night's episode was the best episode this entire season. Okay. And they brought the heat. They really brought the heat. They brought the heat. They brought it. They brought the heat. They actually had a better episode this week than Miami did, in my opinion. Even with all the fighting and yelling, they still brought the heat. So much to say about Real Housewives of Orange County. Okay. So much in this one freaking episode. Can we say that Nora Christine was right? Again, I called it out. I said to you guys, the reason why homegirl bought her house in Beverly Hills, the reason why I said Heather bought her house in Beverly Hills is because she secretly wants to live there. Y'all, I'm going to play the clip for y'all. I'm going to show y'all when I said it, okay? Because I got to show y'all. I called it out, and it got a lot of views. So I called it out. I said, the reason why Heather bought her house is because Heather secretly wants to live Okay. I said she secretly wants to live in Beverly Hills. I called it out. I was right. Let me see if I can find it. Heather Dubrow. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to everybody watching. Please hit the like button. I'm trying to find the clip now of when your girl was right, because I said the reason why she bought that house is because she secretly wants to live in Beverly Hills. Okay. Here we go. Where is it? Come on, y'all. I can't find it. While I look for that, I'm gonna play another clip for y'all. But a lot happened on that episode. Let's start with everything, all the lies. So pretty much they went and they brought in a lie detector because they wanted to talk about the lies that everyone was telling. Let me tell you, to be on the Real Housewives, you have to be narcissist. And to be a narcissist, you have to be a good liar. The fact of the matter is, you can fake a lie detector test. You can cheat a lie detector test. It's not that hard. If your body is used to you lying, it will show that you told the truth when you really did it. It's really not that hard, guys. Like, seriously, it's really not that hard to fake. I stand on it's really not that hard to fake a lie detector test. And that's really what I think was going down, was they faked the lie detector test because they're natural liars. They lie a lot. Okay. It's not surprising that they lie. They lie all the time. So they're probably used to lying. And, naturally they just lie, like I said. So nevertheless, here we go. I'm going to play the clip of all the lies. This really was like the watershed moment to me of the past, like I think 15, 16 seasons, because a lot of things they basically they were like, did you lie about this? Did you lie about that? So it was stuff from years ago, and I'll break it down tonight. Here we go.
Would you rather be a housewife of Beverly Hills?
Yes.
True.
It's closer. I live in Beverly Hills, and I told them everyone's going to be pissed.
I'd rather
and say,
be a
you
housewife
think
of
you're
Beverly
better than
Hills,
us.
Heather.
You don't want to be friends.
Because of the fact.
And all the things.
We
And I
don't
thought it was
need
a bullshit question.
We don't need to keep explaining.
Okay.
So good.
She's got her fancy pants in a twist.
You're basically like, I prefer a better commute. That's like really up. You have a driver. We all know Heather would rather be with the rich girls than us.
And she failed that question. Actually, she told the truth, so she passed that question. I'm going to play my clip because I found it now, guys. Your girl was right. I called it out. I said, Heather would rather be a real housewife of Beverly. I said, she'd rather be a housewife of Beverly Hills. I called it out. I said she wanted to be. That's why she bought that house that she lost all that money on. Here we go. Hold on. Where's the sound? Here we go. Sorry, my bad, guys. The Dubrows are finally able to sell that botch of a mansion that they purchased for $25 million. So let me give you the breakdown. Let's go. So Heather Dubrow, I think she desperately wanted to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I guess when Bravo and Andy Cohen wasn't willing to do the switch, she said, oh, well, I don't really want to move to Beverly Hills. But she was stuck with this mansion with all sorts of renovation issues, including asbestos. Gross. Nevertheless, she finally was able to sell said mansion. However, for only $16.8 million. What a big loss she took on that one. And she was able to get the help of Josh Altman and the other Josh, their Bravo realtors. But nevertheless, guys, why do we think she really purchased that mansion? Am I right that she secretly wanted to make a switch to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Guys. Do you guys think that she's going to be renewing her contract for Real Housewives of Orange County? Nevertheless, tell me what you guys are thinking. I told you guys. I was right. I told you guys. I filmed that like 2 weeks ago, guys. I said she bought that house because she secretly wants to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And in the clip, she admits it. The other thing that she failed on, though, if y'all remember, it was a big drama. Katie was vindicated. I'm going to tell you, Katie was found to be a liar. But Katie was vindicated on some things because Katie said last year that Heather hires paparazzi. The lie detector test asked her, did you hire paparazzi to follow you around? She said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. She's a liar. She's a liar, bro. Heather has been a liar. I've been called it. She was right. She called it out. I'm going to play this clip to remind you guys of last season of when Katie, again, Katie lied about some things, okay? I do think Katie lies 50% of the time. I think for every lie Katie tells, there's a truth in there. And this paparazzi thing, she was vindicated on because she failed the test. Let me play the clip to remind you guys.
Trying to look into things about me months before you met me. I think there's a story for everything. And
Yes,
finally,
I am
think you
always
have
calling it
absolutely
early.
No credibility.
Shout out to Heaven.
I want to apologize to you for saying that I think it was a setup because Tamara and I had that conversation.
Gina knew it would not be funny. You got set up. You got set up.
You really believe that? And me being very new, her saying that to me, I was like, do you really think that? Like, is that, do you think that's possible?
Well, it was
And I
because
was
of all the
shocked.
things you were telling me.
Right. Well, it was just the whole situation in
That
general.
she thought that
and
Gina
then you and
told
I
you to
had
bring
that
it up, that it
conversation
would
the
be
night before
funny.
the golf event, and we talked about it. And I said, I really want to tell Heather, woman to woman, this is what I want to tell her. I didn't want it to be this whole group thing.
But you told the whole group first.
And I said at the bar, why did you tell everybody? You know, I just feel like I was.
Yes, please, guys, like and
This is why
subscribe,
I was
hearts.
far gone by then.
But by the way, how about this? Why do you care? Why do you care?
Yeah, why does she care?
Honestly,
She
Heather,
cares
didn't
because
think
you're
this
a
would be so
liar,
bad.
Heather.
No,
You're
you
always
did. You
faking
wanted me to.
and
This is
lying.
what I did.
didn't.
By the
Don't
way,
put words in my
falsely
mouth.
accusing people's kind of your thing. I get it.
Oh my God.
What else
What-
has there
what-
been falsely?
I think he thought it was funny.
She falsely
Yeah, I
accused
think he thought-
someone, and he ended up going to prison. And
He didn't go
then-
to prison. Can I just tell the story?
No, I don't know if you want to tell the story because I don't
do
know
wanna
if you
tell
tell
the
the story. I
story
don't know if we
because it's-
believe you telling the story.
Right,
Well, I
we-
would
we
love to
read
hear
the
it.
story.
I would love to
Okay.
hear it. Okay.
The kids and I were driving in Marietta, Georgia on a 4-lane road. A
When
man,
was this?
like 9-10 years ago.
Okay.
Okay. A man was swerving into our lane with his window down, yelling, you bitch at me.
Okay.
I was like, holy cow. So I had the 3 kids in the back of my car. They were little. I pulled off on a side road to like let him pass me. He's like went right in front of my car and started screaming at me. I called the police. The police said, can you leave? I put my car in reverse. He ran to the back of my car. He started filming inside of my car, my children. My children are screaming, crying. My kids remember that day. It was terrifying. He's filming us.
That's not the story the police tell.
Okay, go on.
Right. They tell a one-sided story.
Okay, go on. Hold on. I want to hear. Hold on. I want to hear the rest of your story.
Okay. So then I'm like, he won't let me leave. He runs to the front of my car when I try to leave. The police come in and they're like, calm down, calm down. They're like, if you don't calm down, we'll tase you. And yeah.
So, like, guys, again, do I believe everything this woman says? No, I don't believe everything she says. I do think she lies a lot of the time. I'm standing on that. Obviously, Katie's not the most honest person in the world. We all know that Katie's not honest. But again, for every lie, there is a truth there. And even in that moment, do I know? Is she telling the truth about that guy that she got into that altercation with? I don't know. Probably not. But is she telling the truth about Heather and the paparazzi? Yes. Heather was going through problems with her husband at the time. There was rumors that Terry Dubrow, for those of you guys that may not know, Terry Dubrow is a world famous plastic surgeon. Okay. Terry Dubrow was on that show Nip Tuck where they would go and him and the other partner, they would fix botch, or no, he was on botch. They would fix botch plastic surgeries. So there were rumors that he was cheating on her at that time. So she had to fake it. She had to show that they're in love. Yes, the best lie has hints of truth. The reality is, I do believe Heather paid for the paparazzi. Also, Heather wanted to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She wants to show she's current. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is on another level of status than Real Housewives of Orange County. She doesn't want to be around Real Housewives of Orange County. Like, honestly, they're rich, but Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is wealthy. She wants to be with the wealthy women like Tamara said in that other clip. But okay, guys. So this is where Katie lied. And unfortunately, this is very sad. Katie, you done. You got caught in this massive lie. So last week, if you guys recall, we talked about Katie accusing Gretchen, telling her this story of something that happened 15 years ago, naked waist. Y'all can catch up and watch my old episode where I explained what naked waist was. Long story short, Tamara Judge went and fed drinks to Gretchen to get her drunk, to embarrass her on national television 15 years ago. She had her then 21-year-old son flirt with Gretchen to try to get her to cheat on her dying fiance at the time. So long story short, Gretchen, it's always been alleged that something was in her drink, or this is the first I'm hearing about something in the drink, but everyone knew that Tamara purposely got Gretchen drunk, okay? And so in turn of her purposely getting her drunk, she was trying to embarrass her, okay? We all know that. This is not a secret. She admitted to it. She admitted she was trying to embarrass her. But what is new is supposedly Gretchen told Katie and her husband when they were all out to eat that Tamra grugged her, put something in her drink to make her get sick. And the next day she had to go to the hospital and go and get, and supposedly all these drugs were in her system. She is shady as fuck. She is very shady. Now, let me tell you, do I believe that Katie was told this story by Gretchen? I do. But let me tell you what I do believe. I believe Katie went to the blogger because the blogger confirms it on this episode. So let me play the clip because, again, I said for every lie Katie tells, there is some truth there. Here's the clip of the blogger Kiki Monique, who was mentioned last week, calling her out on her lies.
Gina was a topic too. But, it was...
What do you mean, Gina?
I mean, she said that she was trying to wear Asian designer to showcase them. And she said you came in and you saw her outfit and you looked at her and you said, is that an Asian designer?
Ooh.
Implying, I guess it was meant to be sounding racist. I don't know.
I could. She told me that she wanted to feature Asian designers, and I thought that was cool. And then the next thing you know, she gets these two stylists, and every time she shows up, she's like, oh my God, look at what I'm wearing, Balmain, all these fancy designers that are not Asian.
The Balmain.
I'm really thinking I'm wearing this Bottega dress.
You're trying to dress to impress, I think, the Bottega dress.
At least I'm excited about what I'm going to wear.
And I did say, oh, is that an Asian designer? Because I was pissed at this girl by that point.
I realized, I was like, is she trying to feed me this? So I sat on it, but it felt like she was telling me this because I think she thought I was going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to celebrate the fact that Katie wanted to come into this group and celebrate culture, and then she just didn't do any of it. This is just another perfect example of all of her inconsistencies in all of her stories, and it feels performative.
Thank you for being a reputable journalist and for not running these stories.
Try to stop.
So pretty much going back, she was basically accusing Gina of being racist. And let me tell you, I've met a lot of racists in my time. Gina is no racist, okay? I think that was pretty messed up that she was accusing Gina of being racist. Clearly, I don't think Gina's a racist. Now, I do think Gina is shady. I think she was being shady. I think she was just like, is that an Asian designer being shady to her? Because again, they had her number. Katie is a liar. I do think Katie is a liar. This is like the fourth or fifth lie she's been caught in. She failed the lie detector test, which I'm going to show you guys. She failed hers. Okay. I do think she's not a very truthful, honest person. However, her husband went on a podcast this week. I'm going to play Katie's husband, Matt Janella. He was defending her to the rescue. For everyone watching, please hit the like button. We are going to play the clip of her husband now. Here we go. Oops. Sorry, guys. Here we go.
Of Shannon Beador screaming at the top of her lungs about how bad and dangerous my wife is. I mean, for a woman who literally drove her car into a house and almost backed up over kids. And like, I'm like, who 3 hours late is being on time for it. It looks like she's, fallen off the back of a truck. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Of Shannon Beador.
So pretty much he's talking about the first thing that people were mad about Katie at the season. It came out that she secretly filmed Shannon Beador acting crazy, having a meltdown. At the time, Shannon Beador was actively in a lawsuit with another woman, fiance that was there, who she stole, by the way. This is Shannon's ex-boyfriend. And so she was having a meltdown because she wasn't expecting to see her there because she was a friend of the show last season. So, basically Shannon felt like it was a betrayal of trust. The reality is, Shannon, bro, we see you crashing out. We see you crashing out every single season. Like, what are we talking about here? like we see you crashing out. I mean, that's the reality. Like, I don't know. It was just weird to me. Pretty much after the show, I have some posts that she made. Katie feels betrayed. She said, "The funny how I'm the one who passed the lie detector test 100%, but the group." Oh no, this is what Gretchen said. "Funny how I'm the one who passed the lie detector test 100%, but the two proven liars in the group are out doing press, continuing to make up tons of stories about me and Slade." Gretchen said, "I feel like an idiot that I actually stuck up for Katie with this group when they all worried me about her lies." And then she writes, "She was hurt. She has hurt every single one of us in the group with her lies, and that's why we didn't want to be around her anymore." So basically, at the end of it all, she's on pause, guys. They pretty much don't want to film with her. They are done with her. This is her crashing out, saying that she feels like that they betrayed her. Let me play the clip, guys. Here we go.
Literally making this up. No, I'm not, Jen. Why do you look at me? I'm not lying. You are literally making this up.
This is her crashing out. That's how you know she lied. Every time she lied, her eyes bug out. This is her being told she failed the test. Here we go.
Me?
All right.
Okay.
Did you tell Kiki that Gretchen said she was drugged and hospitalized?
No.
You failed it. Did you play the recording of Shannon for Alexis?
No.
You failed that one. Did Gretchen tell you that she was drugged and went to the hospital?
Yes.
You literally said yes.
It's a polygraph.
You really said yes to that.
Did you pass it?
Wow.
She failed that one. You did the worst out of everybody.
Okay.
So those questions for you about Gretchen, you failed those very
Jesus.
This is like the boy who cried wolf. I mean, Katie's lips are moving. She's lying. Katie, you clearly lied.
I didn't lie. Gretchen, we sat at that dinner and everyone heard it. I'm not the only one telling this.
Oh my God.
Jen was there, Ryan was there, Matt was there, Slade was there.
What dinner?
What dinner?
What dinner?
We're talking about when we were in the Masters. Slade even called Matt and said, "Don't share this."
No, he did not. You are literally making this
No,
up.
I'm not, Jen.
Why do you look at me?
I'm not lying.
First of all, I met with Kiki yesterday. And she told me that you said that to her.
You
was there.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Crashing out.
You got.
We were sitting there
talked
and we
about
talked.
this.
Yes, we have talked about this. Well, I said she did say she was sick as shit.
I said
And
I
then
was
she
so
felt like
sick.
she
I
could
should have
go
gone to the hospital. That's what I said.
How dare you tell this lie? Like, I feel
See,
so dumb. I feel
poor
so
Katie.
duped.
I believe
I
she
wanted
said she went to
someone
the
that I
hospital.
was close to
The
in this friend group, and
backtracking
Katie was
is
that
the
for me.
actual thing
And
she
in
comes
one
from.
instant of failing all those questions, that was gone.
Katie, nobody believes you, not even the lie detector test. You failed every question.
I literally can't. This has got to be wrong. I'll take it again because I know 1,000% I told the truth.
Katie, you lied. You
I
just
feel
lied.
like an
girl.
idiot because
Lie
I
detector tests don't
believed
lie. You
her and
lied.
I didn't believe all these other women, but now I know she is a liar. Like, I want nothing to do with you.
By the way, you tried to chuck me under the bus and tried to say, yeah, and you tried to tell her that I said last year, insinuating that I was racist. That's what Kiki said yesterday. After everything I did for you and help you to try to be a good friend to you, you're going to sit there with Kiki Monique and you're going to try and say something that really paints me in that light.
I grew up in a predominantly white suburb, and sometimes people don't know how racially charged they sound. And I don't think Gina knows that came out that way, but it did. And it made me feel horrible.
You've lost your credibility with everybody here.
Yeah, Katie, maybe you should go.
I'll go.
You should go.
Okay. You did say that to me, though.
You should have addressed it and not gone to the press.
Oh, my God.
That's bullshit. I didn't lie, Kendall.
So Gretchen did tell you?
Yes, and Jen was sitting there, and that's what makes me so upset, is Jen literally heard it.
Jen could have used the opportunity to back me up a little bit, and instead she chose the other side. And that is extremely hurtful.
Did she admit to meeting with Kiki?
She said, yes, I met with Kiki, but she said to me and Gina in the car, I've never even mentioned Gretchen's
She told me
name to
she doesn't
Kiki.
even talk about us. So I asked her, why do you meet with them? Because don't you think our friends feel like you meet with these bloggers and discuss us? She said, Jen, I don't. Then I'm like, then stop.
They're not your friends.
You never told her that you roofied or went to the hospital. That's something.
No.
She's lying. Gretchen knows she said it. See, this is the thing. Katie is lying. She met with the blogger. I believe she fed this to the blogger. She probably was, feeding stuff to the blogger to get good favor with the blogger. You give me, I give you this information. You don't print stories about me. And in turn, they were building, a little business relationship. However, Gretchen, I believe you told the story. I believe you thought that they grugged you because you were sick as shit that day. We played the clip. You were acting erratic. Your fiance was dying at the time. He ended up dying, rest his soul. And, two things can be true. Kiki lied, Katie lied and you're lying, Gretchen. You're denying what you said. You told that girl. But anyways, I got a preview clip for this week's episode that I'm going to show you guys. Guys, got some exclusive preview clips here. Guys, hit the like button. Let's tap the screen. If you're watching on X, please hit the like button. I have a preview of Jennifer and Katie having a one-on-one. Here we go. If you're watching on TikTok, please head on over to the to the YouTube link in bio. Here we go.
There's so much that I want us to talk about, honestly. And I don't know, this is so hard. You and I have had so many conversations. Yeah. About our lives, about past, about future. And I just feel like, what am I missing? Oh, thank you so much. Enjoy. And then I sit there after a stupid lie detector test. You don't pass any.
Katie has been such a loyal friend to me, and she has been a good friend to me. But now I look at all those conversations and think, was that all lies to me too?
Do you want to see something? Sure. So that guy that they hired, he's a paid actor.
No.
This is Wendy, who works for him. This is all on his website. He tells you all these different things you can book for, and for some can do simple acting.
Okay.
So I think I was set up by Gene and Emily.
Oh, so she's trying to say that
every question was a setup.
No, it wasn't real.
Ask a question that you want to know about each woman. What we are going to do is take a lie detector test. No,
that's pretty shady.
If you don't want to,
they're going to think that's preposterous.
If you don't believe me, that's
I'm
okay.
trying to figure it out. Which part are you saying? Do I not believe you? I'm
The
sitting here.
questions from yesterday.
Did Gretchen tell you that she was drugged and went to the hospital?
Yes. Gretchen told us the story about naked waste, and then she said, the next morning I went to the hospital, they did a toxicology report, and they found something in my blood. She said that, and I will die on that.
She said
I believe you, Katie.
Like she needed to go to the hospital.
Well, that's how she's twisting it. Jen, come on. Jen doesn't want to play this game. She doesn't want to say Gretchen said it for some reason, but she heard it, and so did Ryan multiple times. Jen, when I sat there yesterday, I looked at you, and you were like, don't look at me.
Yes, I felt like that because you light fires and you want to say, Jen knows, Jen was there. And it's almost like you want to validate through me. And sometimes, Katie, I don't know what the you're talking about. It took everything I could not to even get up when you walked out. But I sat there going, not this time. I'm not going this time because I felt like I'm a idiot. I hate that I'm questioning my friendship with Katie, but she keeps getting caught in these lies. And she ropes me in. At Hot Pot, she threw me under the bus.
She recorded you at the gallery shoot and then sent the video to Alexis.
We've discussed it with Alexis.
We?
Yes,
I did. Persian New Year. Jen was at Mastro's. She heard Gretchen say she was roofied.
Jen was there, Ryan was there, Matt was there, Slade was there.
You are literally making this up.
No, I'm not, Jen.
Why do you look at me?
I'm not lying.
You hear things or make things up doesn't validate it to be true because you throw my name into it. Stop doing that.
I'm not sure, you want blood? I don't know what to give you. I'm not lying.
I'm sitting here lovingly telling you it's messy around you. At some point, there is just an accountability factor.
I have taken accountability for the things where I misstepped. I did not lie about that. So I will not take accountability for something I'm not guilty of. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, and that tells me everything I need to know.
Okay.
I've been waiting for someone to give me an answer. Where am I with this friendship? Why does this keep happening? She doesn't just stand here and say, I've been lying. Trust me when I tell you, I would have remembered if Tamara drugged Gretchen and she went to the hospital. Katie lied to me the whole time.
Damn, she's lying. I mean, where's the loyalty, bro? There's no loyalty. Yeah, this is getting kind of crazy now. This is getting a little delulu. I don't know what to believe. I do believe that Katie was telling the truth, that Gretchen did say that, but nevertheless, Katie's on pause, guys. She's on pause. She's being punished for this. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody just does not want to deal with her. She's done. I mean, Jen was her last friend, and if Jen is closing in the back, it's over and done, guys. But we're gonna switch gears here to the final part of the night. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me on X. I see we got a nice little following on X tonight. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me on YouTube and TikTok. Shout out to Heaven in the chat. Thank you so much for your support, babe. So the next part of the show, we're going to be talking about Big Brother. So as you guys know, the fallout from Big Brother was heavy, okay? I made some clips on it. Big Brother is getting kind of crazy. You know, we had a pretty crazy week. Vince was the head of household, and prior to Vince being the head of household, the end of last week, we saw Riley get evicted, and a bombshell came out about Riley planning a massive lawsuit against CBS. I'm going to play my clip here, guys. This is a short I made.
Absolutely wild what CBS did to Riley. It's very apparent to me that this week was an absolute setup, and I called it. I told you guys in my post a week ago, a couple of days before the eviction, that they were setting up to evict Riley because of all the complaints they were getting about Riley's behavior with Katherine. Nevertheless, they did it on They had a emergency style meeting with Riley, comparing the backlash she was facing from the fans, but they also canceled all of his interviews. So Riley's pretty upset. Guess what Riley's planning on doing? Rumor has it Riley will be obtaining a high-profile Hollywood attorney to do a $15 million lawsuit against CBS. Now, this is rumor. I haven't confirmed this. But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that...
So, yeah, Riley is basically planning a massive lawsuit, like I just said in the video, against Riley. But also the thing that happened last week is Vince was head of household. Okay, guys? It was a very interesting week. Let's say that. Okay. Very interesting week. Basically, let me play this clip about who he nominated.
There has been a big shift in the Big Brother house this week. So as y'all know, Vince won head of household. But shocking nominations are to come. So I'm going to reveal, so this is spoiler alert. If you're watching and you don't want to know, just give me a like and move on to the next video, but I'm going to give you a spoiler. Vince has nominated Ava, Mickey, and Kelly, which leads me to believe, is he trying to plan a backdoor of Rachel? Although the Big Brother blockbuster is still an option, is he trying to sneak her in?
So to fast forward to from that clip, Mickey ends up taking herself down. She wins the power of veto. And in turn, he nominates Riley's girlfriend, the one who got evicted, Katherine. And Katherine has no allies left in the house. But he really did toy trying to backdoor Rachel, but he ended up not backdooring her. And he ended up putting up Katherine. Well, shocker, Kelly wins the blockbuster challenge and takes herself down. And I mean, guys, it really was an interesting week. I think what was also interesting to me is the fact of the new showman's kind of alert that everyone talked about. It was interesting. And what am I talking about? I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about with the new showman's alert. Guys, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to everybody watching on X. Here we go. And Morgan from Big Brother are potentially going to be in a showman. There's just one problem. Hit the like button and watch the rest of the video for the one problem.
Anyways, so as you guys can see below, it's very apparent that Vince and Morgan's relationship has gone from platonic to a little inappropriate. There has been hours worth of cuddling now that he's won HOH in the HOH room. But there's just one problem. The one problem is Vince has a long-term girlfriend. I only imagine what she feels. He said on the live streams that the flirting was part of his strategy, and him and his girlfriend talked about it, and she's okay with it. I would not be okay with my man laid up.
I wouldn't be okay with my man laid up in the bed.
But
No, hell
let me know
no.
what you guys think below. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories like these.
Is this the start of a showmance? We got rid of Katherine. So pretty much what was interesting too is they made jokes and he was like to Morgan, "Oh, you need to win so we can keep this room." Well, he didn't win. I have a preview about who won, but we'll get to there. Um, yeah, it's messed up. He has a girlfriend back home and he's laid up in the bed with this chick. Like, what the hell? I mean, that to me was crazy, y'all. I cannot believe you know, him being laid up with that chick like that. It's not right. But the other interesting thing from last week, guys, is Keanu and Rachel, who we thought were going to be working together, are frenemies again. They are like constantly fighting. I have a clip of them fighting. They were knockout, drag out fighting all week. Rachel Riley, as you guys may know, this is her third time playing Big Brother. If she wins, she'll be the first Big Brother player in history to win 2 times. Let me play the clip of their fight.
Jesus.
I'll say Keanu. I don't want to say anything inappropriate. He has a wife back home. He's been pretty loyal. This is Katherine and Lauren talking right before she got evicted. I guess they thought nobody was watching them. Here we go.
We're probably on live, huh? No. Everyone else is sleeping. There's not a single camera.
They so dumb. They didn't realize they was on live. Spoiler alert, if you're in the Big Brother house, you are always on. You are always on. You're always on camera. You're always on live potentially. Because guys, there's streams that stream this. This was the best part. They were talking game and about Kelly, and they didn't realize Kelly was in the room. Here we go. Everybody was getting sick of Kelly last week. That was the other interest. Yeah, the house is sick of Kelly and Mickey. Mickey took herself down. Kelly keeps taking herself down. But guys, who y'all think went home? Katherine went home. She's by herself. Of course she went home. Like, and I'm not mad. Actually, I think that was the best move for them. Katherine wasn't aligned to nobody. It was time for her to go home. It was time for her to go home. But here's Vince talking about why he nominated Katherine. This was a good clip, guys. I'm trying to give you guys exclusive stuff you only will see here if you didn't catch the live stream. Wow, that's pretty crazy, y'all. That really is crazy right there. But nevertheless, like I said, Katherine went up, and I have a spoiler alert for you guys watching. Or Katherine went home. I have a spoiler alert for you guys watching. Keanu wins. Okay, and here is Keanu and Vince going at it this week. This is a preview, exclusive preview. Let me play the clip for you guys. Hit the like button, please, if you're watching. So, spoiler alert, guys. I can tell you who he also put up on the block. If you're watching and you don't want to know, please turn it off. But give me a like before you do that. But spoiler alert, from what I'm hearing, my sources, Keanu has put him, Mickey, and Morgan on the block. I am fingers crossed that Mickey goes home. I'm sick of her. I don't want her to even make it to jury. I don't like Mickey's behavior. Mickey is a bully. Mickey bullied everybody the past week. She actually hasn't calmed down. They all talk behind her back. So yeah, I mean, it was very interesting this week. I'm curious what's going to happen. I also wouldn't mind seeing Rachel go, but it seems like Keanu is actually staying true to his final 2 deal, unlike Rachel, and he didn't put her up. So I'm curious, is he going to try to backdoor her? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be back this Wednesday for our True Crime Wednesday. I think I'm going to do a recap of Cardi B's trial. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to talk about on True Crime Wednesday this week. We do this every week. This is reality recap. Guys, big news. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Real Housewives of Potomac made their put their previews out there. Are you guys excited to see it? Let me know what you guys think in the chat if you watch the restream. Got some shorts coming where we talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Also, Karen Huger will be out of jail on Tuesday. So looking forward to see, will she make the cut to at least make a couple of episodes, maybe even as a friend of for Real Housewives of Potomac. Looking forward to that. Also, speaking of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Jen Shaw celebrated her anniversary. I made a video on this. She got herself a real one. And also her release date got bumped up, guys. It's bumped up by 2 weeks. She will be out in August 2026. So lots of things happening with the Real Housewives. So if you guys are a stan of the Real Housewives like me, make sure you subscribe. This was a good show, guys. I mean, a lot of you guys are rocking with me right now on X, so I appreciate the love and thank you guys for supporting your girl. Yeah, I mean, this was a fun show. I had fun tonight. I wish y'all were commenting, but it's okay. We did it. We're having fun because all we do is win. Yeah, so all we do is win. God bless everyone. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, Heaven. We'll be back Wednesday night. True crime, guys, check out my true crime stuff. It's tagged at the top of the page on X. So yeah, I did a deep dive on Emmanuel Hero. God bless. Have a nice weekend. Stay.
Welcome to Nora Christine Live. Live shows while we are sipping tea and serving truth. We dish out the hottest gossip and reality tea. We talk about everything from celebrity gossip and reality TV to current events and everything in between. We keep it real. If you like your tea with a side of sass and a little bit of shade, then this is a show for you. I'm your host, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You may know me as a co-founder, executive producer, and host of the New Party podcast. Every Friday, we drop a new episode at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So grab your cup of tea. Sit back and relax because you're in for a treat.